Hey, what's up YouTube, Mario here from Hello Ladies up against TrashProc and WPark060 in G3 Siege. Hope you guys are having a great day today. This one's going to be a little bit crazy. Let's jump into it. For the first attack, we're going to hit this Sylvia, Iris, and Tessa. We're going to hit it with Gally and Tiana and Poseidon. I did ask if I could outspeed it, just to make sure that we're not going to get bamboozled here by like a Swift Sylvia or something. And we are going to outspeed it. Let's see if we can land the defense breaks and get the pushbacks though. Okay, we get 2 out of the 3 defense breaks, but can we get the pushbacks? We want the pushbacks on the Sylvia and Iris. Okay, we kill the Iris. And then now it's a 3v2, 3v1, and we finish it off for the win. Now for this next one, we are going to hit this Chandra, Maya, and Savannah team. We are going to come into it with Feng Yan, Tetra, and Leo. Very safe team against this defense, but it's just going to be a little bit slow. Wanted to play it safe. I could have probably hit it with the Battle Angel team, sniped the Chandra, then the Maya, and left the Savannah for last, but just to be safe, we're going to use this team. Plus, I didn't really see any other team that could bring this one in. There wasn't really any CSTs to bring it in, so I was like, okay, might as well use it for this one. I did go ahead and speed this one up just because it is going to take quite some time, but it's very safe. We are going to have a few more matches that are going to take a long time that we're going to also speed up, but they were also very safe teams. Now for this team, you do want to go for the Chandra first, that way you don't have to deal with the hugs. The annoying thing about Maya is that you can't use multi-hits against her, only the first hit will count. You could try to hit her with the Leo. You could probably Lucian this one, it's just going to be really sketchy because the Maya is going to stay alive and then the Savannah will still be in her dismounted form. But we're so close to getting rid of the Chandra. Honestly, once we get rid of the Chandra, there's really not too much to worry about. We can go for the Savannah or the Maya. I'm going to hit the Maya whenever I can with the Leo. I even go for a few hits with the Feng Yan. She dies to the Feng Yan. And now all we have to do is deal with the Savannah for the win. Again, this team is very solid. It saves me from using the Leo with them, and I can use the Leo elsewhere. If I had enough skill ups, I'd probably build another Tetra, but I'm just short on mermaid skill ups. Now for this next one, we are going to hit this Feng Yan, Camilla, and Tyrannus. We're going to hit it with Tessa, Camilla, and Riley. Very safe team. We want to get rid of the Tyrannus first. That way we don't have to deal with the revive and the defense buff, which can make Feng Yan a little bit scary up against the Camilla. But even then, I don't think he's going to be doing too much damage to the Camilla. She is a minus wind. But yeah, just get rid of the Tyrannus first, then go for the Feng Yan and leave Camilla for last. Originally, I was going to use Nana instead of Camilla, but I didn't want to run the risk of the Feng Yan killing the Nana. Nana doesn't really do too much in this team, whereas Camilla can tank the Feng Yan and give some heals with the skill 3. But yeah, I just kept switching targets between the Feng Yan and the Camilla. I didn't want the Tessaran to get defense broken and then get sniped by the Camilla. Once you get rid of the Feng Yan, and as long as Tessa's alive, you should win no problem. Now for this next one, we're going to hit another one of these Feng Yan, Camilla, Tyrannuses. This time we're going to hit it with Feng Yan, Aaliyah, and Tessa number 2. This is my old school build. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go for the Tyrannus first, then Feng Yan and Camilla. Now you might be wondering, why didn't I marinate T on Lucian this one? Well, it's a little bit sketchy. I'd run the risk of not being able to kill the Camilla, and the Tyrannus will come back to life and potentially revive the Feng Yan. And at that point it gets very sketchy, so I didn't want to run the risk. Plus I have this team, so might as well use it. And we get rid of the Camilla for another win. Now for this next one, we are going to use the Lucian team into this Manon, Riley, and Julianne team. The idea here is hopefully the Manon doesn't parry the Platypus, and we should have no problem killing them. I did leave my Dova set as is with the double fight in there, but as long as we don't get parried, we shouldn't have any problem here. Alright, so thankfully that Julianne isn't on some weird Swift set build, and we're going to boost up the Lucian, and we should be able to cleave him. Nice, GG's. Now for this next one, we are going to hit this Feng Yan, Wusa, and Douglas comp with the double snipe team, Covenant, Bethany, and Praline. We're going to go for the snipe onto the Feng Yan and then the Douglas, leaving the Wusa for last. Okay, he does put the shield up, but I don't think we're going to have any problem eating through it. We're going to go for the Feng Yan here. Okay, yeah, no problem. Now we go for the Douglas here, and then we just got to deal with the Wusa, and that's it. GG's. Okay, so now we are going to be dealing with the meta defense of Mihyang, Ciclid, and Eshir. We are going to use this Malite, Triana, and Chacha team recommended by Pure. So the idea behind this team is the Chacha is going to be tanking up the hits from the Eshir. Hopefully the Mihyang goes for the Chacha. You get a lot of revenges, get the shields up, and not really much is going to happen, especially if they aren't on Destroy. As this team wasn't on Destroy. I do have to warn you that the one thing about this team is that you'll probably die of boredom or old age because it takes a very long time to beat this defense. It's really safe, but it did take like 10 minutes to beat this defense. So if you're short on time, I would suggest probably trying to Lucian it with a Jin Dova Lucian, Jin Tion Lucian, Mihyang Tion Lucian, and even the Water Ninja Konamiya Lucian. But you do run the risk of getting outsped and not having enough damage. Now, one thing that I was thinking about the Lucian teams is maybe using one of the 30% leads and putting them on triple fight, and then using your booster on your fastest set to boost up the Lucian. If you already have a decent Lucian, you should be able to clear it, but if not, then you're probably going to get screwed over. Now, I wasn't really trying to kill anything specifically in this defense, it was just whatever got low. In this next one, we are going to hit another Mihyang, Ciclid, and Eshir with Tractor Windy Lulu. This one I would recommend going for the Mihyang first, then going for the Eshir and leaving the Ciclid for last. As you'll see in this one, we do go for the Mihyang first. You want to get rid of her because she is going to be doing a good amount of damage. And you really don't want to see the Ciclid skill 3 into the Mihyang skill 2 and the Eshir skill 3 all into your Lulu, because she'll most likely die, and then at that point it will get a little bit sketchy. Tractor Windy may not be able to out-sustain them and you'll lose. But in this match, the Mihyang was pretty squishy, so we did take her out fast and we get rid of the Ciclid for the win. Now this was one of my viewers' defenses. Shout out to you, Valianon. GG's. Now another one of the counters that I used for this defense was Triana, Royd, and Lulu. I do have to say that this one is pretty safe. It might be even safer than the Tractor Windy version. You want to make sure to protect Lulu at all costs. Again, for this one, you do want to go for the Mihyang first. I guess in general, you should go for the Mihyang first because she is the one doing a lot of damage. You could go for the Ciclid first, but it's just going to be a lot of heals to deal with. And then her shield as well. We did get defense broken, but we do finish off the Mihyang. Now at this point, it is a 3v2. We are going to go for the Eshir first, then the Ciclid. I'm going to go ahead and let this one play out just so you guys can see that it is a pretty good counter against this one. And usually when I hit a new team, I just let it play out in general. If you have any other counters, let me know in the comment section down below. Again, I think at some point I'll probably post a defense in my community tab and you guys can put your counters to them right there, and then everyone could just go refer to them in the future. I'll probably try out a Lucian team next time and see how that one goes. Hopefully we win it. But we do get the win for this one. Now for this next one, we are going to hit this Manon, Perna, and Molly with Feng Yan, Amelia, and Tyrannus. I did put minus water on Amelia and minus fire on Tyrannus just to make it safe. It's a pretty safe team. It's just going to take a while. If you can get rid of the Perna first, then it's pretty much a GG's at that point. But if you can't, go for the Molly, then go for the Perna and leave the Manon for last. Manon's going to be really tanky and hard to deal with if you don't have a stripper. And then to top it off, she's going to be getting a lot of heals from the Molly and Perna. So you don't want to deal with that. Go for the easy solution. Get rid of the Perna, then the Molly and the Manon. And that concludes this Siege video. We did get 10-0. Make sure to share your replays with your guildies. Now let's go ahead and check out the contribution. I was in the #1 spot before the siege ended. And then the siege ended. We did end up losing it. 3rd place. And then after the siege, we do have Mr. Steal Your Contribution Pure in the #1 spot. Shout out to Pure. I was in 2nd. And then we have Dino Bernie and K tied for the 3rd spot. Now initially we were doing really good against the guilds, but our sword usage has been pretty low recently. We ended up with 222 and they ended up with 12 and 39. So you can see as to why we lost. Now let's go ahead and open up the trophy box. Do we get anything good from here? We get some crystals. That's pretty much it. Some mana. But we do have some more rewards from a monster subjugation. Let's go ahead and check out the trash rewards from this. Look at this. What are these rewards? They should just make each and every one of these rewards a scroll. That would be very nice. All jokes aside, these rewards are trash though. They need to improve them. There's not enough scrolls to everything else ratio. We did get lucky with the scrolls this time though, I'm not gonna lie. We are gonna put Yan Chao in the chat just for the luck. Apparently it's been working for my guildies. Let's see if that's the secret for us. We do get lightning right off the bat. Yan Chao is putting in work. Okay, we get a fire Choco Knight. Let's see if we can get a Nat 5 and then we can hold our summons. We get another lightning. We get a water Undyne. We're also looking for LD lightning. As soon as we get LD lightning, we're gonna stop and hold our summons. We get another lightning. So Yan Chao is working. We get a wind poison master, not too bad. I'll take these lightning rates. Another lightning. Okay, what do we get? We get a wind hernia whatever her name is. And we're going to keep going. Let's see if we can get anything good. We also have a few exclusive summons. Maybe we can pull something from there. So far, we are not getting as much lightning as before. Let's see if we can pick it up. I should have probably put Yan Chao again in the chat. Still no lightning. You might be wondering why I'm doing it one at a time. We want to make sure that we don't pass the Nat 5. We get a Chloe, that's not a Nat 5. We have a few more summons left, and are we gonna be able to pull it off here? I do have to say I summoned a lot of scrolls and I haven't gotten a Nat 5 in quite some time. We're down to the last 5 summons. Can we at least get one more lightning if we're not gonna get a Nat 5? Last summon and we don't get a Nat 5 unfortunately, but we do have some LD scrolls. Let's see if we can get lightning from here. These are my TOA summons. So let's see, we get a Dark Mystic Witch. Oh, we do get a lightning here. What is it? Can we get a Kinky? We get a Holo Heroes Mon, of course. What did I tell you guys? That's all I ever pull is Holo Heroes Mons. Fuck you, Comtus. And the thing is, I get the most useless Holo Hero Mons. Like, I would take Lume, honestly. I only have one. Now that we did get LD Lightning, we're going to start saving those scrolls. And let's see if we can get anything from the exclusive summons. A Shizuka would be really nice for TOA Hell. Okay, we get this stupid pop-up. And are we going to be able to get her? No, we're not going to be able to get her, honestly. Unless we get a Lightning, what is it going to be? A Fuki. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.